more this way. So yeah, so for today, hope all is going well. We're just going to do another Magic the Gathering scenario game where if people are live on the chat, it could be a discussion. It could also just be sort of a walkthrough game to start talking about what I'm thinking, what I think is good to keep in mind while playing Commander, as well as give general updates. Like for example, after this, I'm going to update the TCG market price for our stuff. We actually did just restock some Modern Horizons 3 singles. So if you want to see which of those we have in stock right now, feel free to look up TCG, Find Seller, Deck Doctor, and you'll see what we have available in case you want to just see our stock. We also did pretty well in the Spider-Man draft recently, so we got some decent stuff, did really well. One of those cards that helped me win games actually already sold, lol. But yeah, no, so like just gonna play this out, kind of walk you guys through and sort of see what you think to take from there. So again, the first thing in Commander, threat assessment. Threat assessment naturally happens before the game even starts. Like I was actually doing a practice game with one of my buddies who is getting really, really good at Magic, and I was just telling him the same thing when he was like, wait, we haven't even started yet. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, like sometimes you got to see what people are playing and sort of decide, okay, if I were to, who's likely going to worry me the fastest, right? And there's actually a few concerning ones, but I would say, honestly, from my experience, I'd say one group of one of these decks, people are probably going to be like, it's probably not too scary. And then the other decks, they're probably going to be like, oh, I've seen this. Is it gross? Is it gross? It might be gross. So to kind of walk you through what I imagine people would be threat assessment wise, let's actually start with this guy because he's going to take the first turn. It's Betor. I don't know how to say it, but it's a black, white, green deck pre-con. But of course, this is it's a pre-con commander, but it's not built like a pre-con at all. I'm just going to say that right now. Because his ability, 3/5, lifelink, flying, whenever you gain life during your turn on the end step, put a 1/1 counter on another creature other than him. I on a live stream misread him and thought he was even broker and thought he could put the counters on himself, but no, he has to put it on other things. So basically, his other ability is if you pay life, though, if you lose life during your turn, pay life, lose life, you get to bring something back from your graveyard at the end step, a creature, depending on how much life you lost. So basically, kind of like with the Kirk deck, I just did a TikTok on. We started doing TikToks, by the way. It's all about paying the life and gaining it back, but getting value off of it. So that's sort of part. 1/1 counters do matter as well in the deck, because of course it's giving the creatures 1/1 counters. So that's deck one. Then this one's an upgraded precon, Gonti. So it says spells you cast but don't own, so things you steal, basically cost one less. However, whenever a creature, one or more creatures deals damage to one of your opponents, then you basically take the top card of their deck. It's not revealed, it's face down, and you could play it and cast it as if it was mana of any color. So I think that one, people will read that and then immediately look at the Gonti player because no one likes their cards stolen. So any deck that involves stealing is naturally going to put a target. It's on the heads right off the bat. It's the same with decks like Send Triplets, Pirates, decks that you know is going to not only hit you hard but take your stuff. I feel like people are naturally going to give it a look at. This one I think would be the less obvious because not a lot of people play this guy. He's from the Assassin's Creed set. Javi the Allfather. Javi the Allfather. Oh, that's actually a cool name. I never read it. But the reason why he's so good is, one, he is indestructible as long as there's 4 or more historic cards in the graveyard. So, you know, sagas, artifacts, or legendaries. This one's a little more legendary based. Bad boy. So, because whenever a legendary I control dies, I could bring back a legendary creature from my graveyard with less mana costs back onto the battlefield tapped. So it's even though it's not black, dying does matter in this deck. So it's legendary good stuff with some stuff that you might usually expect from a black deck. Again, not a lot of people know about this commander, so naturally people aren't going to look at it as heavily as they probably would the other two at the moment, just because they're both pretty well-known precons, especially the last one. which is Sataya, or however you say it. Menace Haste, whenever it attacks, you get 2 energy counters. So, as you can tell by the little thing over there, it is an energy deck. And whenever he attacks, you can make a tapped and attacking copy of another creature you control. You do get 2 energy when you do this, but you have to sacrifice it at the end unless you pay energy equal to its mana cost to keep it. This deck gets energy really fast, and like I believe even some infinite combos came in the pre-con alone. This is a merged pre-con. I bought both the pre-cons in these colors out of energy and kind of merged them together because I want at least one deck that involves something like energy so I can have fun with it, you know. But yeah, that's part of the reason why I have this deck, but it's known enough where people who heard of it or know what it could do will at least keep an eye out for it. So yeah, like all these decks are, I would say, high power, but they're not like the big, oh my gosh, they're known, but they're not known. So it's probably going to be harder for people who've never seen these decks before in the beginning to decide who's the biggest threat. At least from my experience, they're all pretty scary. It's going to be one of the, it's what I love about this setup is even though it's not obvious like they're playing a Traxa, Corvold, or Dragon, they're playing stuff that can be just as scary, but not as famously scary, I guess is the best way to put it. So we're going to start with this guy to kind of give a visual what I'm talking about. So I'm tap up, keep draw. Ooh, my hands are so smooth. He's going to keep it plain and simple. Land and pass. Then it's going to be his turn. He's going to start with a Myriad Landscape and pass. Then it's going to go to the legendary player's turn. He's going to untap and draw. And he's going to play a Tri-Land foil. Ooh, and then he's going to pass. So then it's going to be this player's turn. He's going to draw. This player, I will say right now, did keep somewhat of a risky hand, but he's going to go for it. So this guy might not actually win this game. So draw. This player is going to play a land, and for 2, he's going to play Rampant Growth. Search your library for basic land, put on all tap. He's going to look for a swamp, so that way he has all 3 of his colors ready. Watch out, watch out. So let's just find the swamp. It's somewhere in here. There it is. So there's a swamp. I'm going to shuffle this really quickly. Okay, so that's in graveyard. Then he pass. He's winning. Draw. Ooh. He's going to play a forest and pass. So then it's going to go back to this player. So untap and draw. He's going to play a Surveil Lands. And he's going to say graveyard because it's a legendary. His deck wants legendaries in the graveyard. Draw. This is exactly what this player needed. He's going to play a land that doesn't enter tap. He's going to play a Arcane Signet, and he doesn't have a 1-drop, so he's going to pass from there. So untap. It's going to get pretty fast. Draw. He's going to play, I think he's going to play this as a tap land, and then for 3, or actually he could beat the system, but now he's not going to do it. Kadama's Reach. He's going to search for 2 forests and then pass. So they're ramping. The green players are ramping. Or the green and the non-green. I don't know. So he's going to look for 2 forests. And then he's going to pass. I don't want to do too hard. I don't want to break my sleeve. So he's in the graveyard. He has a bunch of lands. So draw. Ironically, this player is going to play an island. And he's also going to play a Kadama's Reach, just different art. So he's going to look for, let's say, a swamp and a forest. Swamp, forest. Shuffle the deck. More quick look. All right, so tapped. In hand. So things are going to start happening next turn. So let's go back to this player. Untap. Draw. He's going to play a land that doesn't enter tapped. And for 3, He's going to play Relic of Legends. So then untap. Oh, I almost skipped. I was thinking of something. So then untap and draw. He's going to play lands, and then for 4, play his commander. He's going to go to combat. Before combat, because let's just say for a second this player knows the deck well enough to know it could start doing crazy things, so he's going to unwanted remake it. So dies, goes to the command zone. When it dies, he manifests dreads the top 2, which for those of you who don't know means he looks at the top 2, puts one face down as a creature and the other in the graveyard, and if it's if it's a creature under there, he could pay equal to his man's cost to flip it when equal this. So then, it's this guy's turn, so untap, draw. He's going to play an Opal Palace, and he's going to pay an extra 1 to make it so where his commander comes in with an extra 1/1 counter. So it's currently a 4/6. Then he's going to pass, then untap and draw. This guy, I think I know what he wants to do. He's going to play a, this is actually a tough call. It's pretty good. He's actually going to play a land, and let's say, this is actually a tough one. What he drew changes everything. I think for 5, he's going to play Fiend of the Shadows, just so he could start stealing stuff next turn. He does have a flying blocker now, which might be a concern to the flying players, so we'll see. So this guy's going to tap and draw. He's actually going to play a tap land, and then for 4, play Explosive Vegetations for, let's say, a green and a white. So, forest, and let's find it, plains. Goes to the graveyard, shuffle the deck. A lot of land ramping this game, which makes sense, it's commander. Okay, so now it's going to the Speed Rager's turn, draw. He's going to play a land. He's going to play land. And he could play the face down card, but probably doesn't feel the smartest. So I think what he's going to do is play the this card. It's one from Kaladesh when energy first game thing. When another creature enters, he gets an energy, and it's a 3/3 flyer. So he's going to start with that and then pass. So now it's on to this guy's turn. So he's going to draw. He's going to play a Exotic Orchard, and first 7, he's going to play the Witherbloom Dragon. So he doesn't really have anything in its hand where it's worth losing the 10 life. But I guess it's more fun to do it anyway. So he's going to pay the 10 life, go down to 30, untap all his lands. That's what Witherbloom does. Then he's going to, for 4, play Rock's Faith Mentor or whatever, where it says whenever you gain life, you gain double that. And then for 3, he's going to play the Fabler Elder, which starting next turn could start tapping for 3. So now he's going to go to combat. He's debating who's the scariest. I would say that guy was kind of, he got word. So that guy's ramping. That guy's going to steal stuff, but at the same time, there's no way he's coming at him with his flying. I can tap things, though, so I think, honestly, he'll probably, for now, go at, maybe he'll go at the Thief player, because the Thief player could at least dig for stuff, so the Thief player is going to take 4 commander damage. He's going to gain 8 life, because it's doubled. So he goes to 38. And then end of turn, he's going to put 6 counters on a creature. I think he's actually going to put it on the lifelink guy, because personally I do that because I feel like Witherbloom is going to be the target anyway. So if you know a card's going to be a target and you just make it a bigger target, it means you're betting all in on a single hand. So I think it's generally better to do that. So end of turn on upkeep, he gets a 1/1 insect that when it dies gains a life. And then it'll move on to the Gonti player's turn. So then he's going to untap and draw. What do we got? We got a land, so he has 6 mana. I think what he's going to do is go to combat. He's going to go 3 in the air at him, and then he's going to ninjutsu in this this ninja that says when it deals damage, look at their hand and cast a spell for free. Just see if they have an answer. So he's going to take 6, go down to 34. He's low-key hoping for a board wipe. So let's see if this player has a board wipe. He does not have a... Wait, he does have a board wipe. So he's going to cast it. Blasphemous Act. Look at that player's hand. Yeah, so he's going to cast Blasphemous Act for free. So this guy doesn't have a response, unfortunately. So this dies, this dies. This will go back into the command zone. That's still enough to kill everything. He does gain a life off of... or I think technically 2, because I think he still sees the die, but I would have asked a judge for that, because that's actually interesting. And this will die with it, but hey, no longer this crazy stuff. So with that, he's going to pass the turn. So now it will go to the legendary player's turn. Give me my Blasphemous Act back. Untap, draw. He's going to play a land that doesn't enter tap because he does have something that counts as a force in his hand. And then for 6, he's going to go ahead and play this dragon. 6/6 flying, and then he's going to pass. Has hexproof until it deals combat damage, I think. So untap and draw. This guy is going to play a land, and then for 6, he's going to recast his commander. It does have haste. He kind of doesn't want to piss that player off. So even though he's the biggest threat now, I would just not give him a reason to attack you. So bygones be bygones. He's going to attack him for 3 because he was doing scary stuff. And on attack, he gets 2 energy, so he goes to 3 energy. So then, back to this player's turn. Untap, draw. He's going to play lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to pay the extra 1 with Opal Palace. So that way his commander comes back with 2 counters, so it's currently a 5/7. So then it's going to go to the Gonti player's turn. I don't think he really has... I think I know what he wants to do, though. He's going to play a land. He has 7 mana. What can he do with... I'm doing math in my head. He's just going to play this and equip it with that for a total of 4, and then he's going to crack this for 2 more swamps. And you'll see why next turn, but he's going to go ahead and do it now. So let's see if he can find 2 swamps in this deck. Yes. Yes, 2 swamps. So he's got more swamps out. Watch out. So yeah, this is definitely a more high power level game because they're all going to do stuff back and forth. So then it's going to go to this player's turn. So he's going to untap and he's going to draw. He's going to play a land that doesn't enter tapped. And then for 5, he's going to play Roxanne from Outlaws. When it enters or attacks, he gets a Meteor Golem token, which I don't have on me, so I'm just going to use a blank side. Enters tapped, could tap for any color mana, and he's going to use it to blow up that thing just because he could easily kill that creature. And then he's going to go to combat. Has hexproof if it hasn't dealt damage yet. He's going to go 6 at the energy player to spread the love. The energy player's like, oh man, I didn't come at you because of that. And then second main, he's going to play a Mind Stone, but then crack it to draw 1 more card. Oh, that's bad. He's out of cards in hand, so he might do other stuff soon. So he's going to pass. So then it'll go to the energy player's turn, untap, draw, and I think he knows exactly what he wants to do. He's going to go to combat. He's going to go 3 menace at the Gonti player to spread the love, let's call it. And then, so he gets 5 mana, second main for 5. He's going to play, oh, I guess he didn't have to do that in that, but he's going to play Confiscation. On cast, he gets 4 energy, bringing him up to 9. He's then going to use 5 of that energy to go down to 9 energy. Use 5 of it to go down to 4. So 4. to steal the commander. So now he has both commanders, haha, so that's pretty bad, so he's going to pass. This guy's of course upset because that's literally his whole deck revolves around his commanders. So now he's like, what am I supposed to do now? He's going to play lands, and then let's see how much this costs. It costs 3 less. So for, let me just grab this and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5, he's going to play Carador. So once per turn, he can play a creature from his graveyard. So he's going to recast the Elder for now. And then I think he's just going to pass the turn from there. Just try to build his board up. So now for what this guy wants to do. Untap, draw. Oh, that's not bad. He's going to, for 9. So let's see if he has enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, is it 9 or 8? Oh, it's 9, so I'm missing one. He didn't draw a land. Actually, he has a better idea. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he's going to play the Primordial. It's the one that when it enters, I think he... Oh, for each opponent. So he casts an instant or sorcery from each opponent. So from this one, he's going to cast Rampant Growth to ramp again. He's going to cast this one just because. It doesn't really matter. And the Moment of Truth, he's going to steal his Blasphemous Act again. Teehee. So board wipe all creatures. These all go away. And now these guys are going to start taking it personally, be like, dude, let us play. What are you doing? But also he does get the 2 basics, so it doesn't matter at this point. So let's see what 2 basics he still has left in his deck for all that ramping. Islands and island. We'll get 2 islands. He'll play 1 for his land for turn, the other just comes in tapped. And I think that's all he can do, so he'll pass. So now it will go back to this guy. He has like no cards in hand, which kind of sucks. Draw, that's not a bad draw. He'll play Surveil Lands. He'll put it in the graveyard. And for 6, he's going to cast his commander. And then he's going to pass the turn. So then it'll go on to this guy. Untap, draw. His commander now costs 8. I think he's just going to, for 6, play Aetherflux Conduit so he can start getting energy like crazy. So then it'll be this guy's turn. Untap and draw. Oh, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he does have 9, but not enough to do the extra. So I guess for now he'll do this. For 2, he's going to play Blind Obedience. Then for 4 plus the extra, it's paying the Exalt cost, he's going to play Shriek of Perdition. Everyone's going to lose a life. So 32, 33, 33. He goes back up to 40. And then for 2, he's going to play Night Whisper, go back to 38, draw 2 cards, and then he's going to pass the turn. So then it will go on to him. Untap. Draw. He could finally play what he wanted to play. So he's going to play Command Tower, and then let me count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for 9. There's 2 left. Actually, he has a better idea because of this. So he's going to start by, for 3, playing Old Honest Rustine. When it enters, he's going to bring the Ninjutsu guy back to his hand. And now all his spells, his creature spells cost 1 less. So just for 8, he's going to go ahead and play Valgaroth. 9/9 flying lifelink ward, sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. And if something you don't control would If a card you didn't control would be put in a graveyard from an opponent's graveyard, exile instead. During your turn, you may play those cards by paying life instead of paying their mana cost. So that's not good. So that's a kill on sight card. At the end of turn, this guy's going to tap his commander because of Relic of Legends, ability, and flash in this legendary. Then it's going to go to his turn. He's going to draw. He's going to play a Soul Ring, which I'm a little late for that. He doesn't really have anything to do, so he's just going to pass the turn. So now it's this guy's turn. Untap, draw. He's not really... Oh, I jinxed it. He has a land. Can he do anything with that, though? Not really. I think for 6, he's going to play the Vault 0. On cast, he gets 6 energy. And off at entering, he gets 4 energy. So that would be 6, 2, and then 2 more. I'm going to run out of dice for this deck. What does it say? When it dies, and then you may destroy that permanent. So not bad, but that doesn't help. So, and he doesn't have the 50 yet. So he's going to pass. This guy's not going to use the tree yet. One, because of Summoning Sickness, but also what I was saying to a lot of people is timing matters with the tree. He didn't really get what he wanted. Well, what's the ward cost? Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Ugh, that sucks. Here's what he's going to do. For 2, Felwar Stone. For 2, Assassin's Trophy, paying the Exalt. 31, 32, 32, 41. And, well, I guess he's going to Tree of Perdition him, bring him down to 13 before that happens. And then he's going to go ahead and sack those 3 to destroy the demon, because that demon's disgusting. So the demon's destroyed. So I guess he paid the ward cost first, so does it have to be under him? During your turn, I might have to look up a rules question. I forgot if Valgaroth, you could still do it after he dies. I'm using my phone for something else for now, just assume that. So he gets a land. He'll get a forest. This doesn't matter at this point. And then, because total for that and that. And then, for 4, he's going to go ahead and play Grim Hireling, then pass. But it's not going to matter much in a second. So what he's going to do now is untap. It's probably better if I do it over there. I don't know why I walked this way. So untap, draw. He's going to go to combat. Oh wait, no. People aren't open anymore. So he's not going to go to combat. Instead, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. He wants to keep that open. That leaves him with 5. Yeah, he has enough. He's going to... Oh, they all cost 1 less. So for 4, he's going to go ahead and play this Demon Flyer. And then he's going to, for 1, equip this, I guess. And then he'll pass. So then it'll go to his turn. Untap, draw. Oh, that's pretty good. So here's what he's going to do. For 3, he's going to attempt to cast Eldritch Evolution, sacking this. Die trigger. He's going to bring back, let's say, Rip, and you'll know why in a second. But for now, he can look for a 7-drop or higher. So let's find that 7-drop or higher. Is it any? Nah, I don't think that timing would work the way he wants it to. So he's not going to do it. He found 1 maybe. That's another maybe. He's going to play... Oh, that's a possible, definitely. He's going to look for Aurelia. So he gets Aurelia out. Now he's going to go to combat. I think in this case it's fair to just try to take out that one thief player before he starts stealing people's stuff. So he's going to go combat and go 3 in the air and 6 on the 3 in the air and 6 on the ground. He's just going to take it, and then he swings again and scoops. So the thief player's gone. Yeah, he just wanted to take him out before he starts stealing everyone's stuff again, because that whole, oh, I take all your stuff and then blah, blah, blah is just disgusting. So, thief player got targeted. He's out. Second main, because this is tapped, he'll look at the top 4 cards of his deck. 2, 3, 4. And this is the only thing that meets that, so he gets that in his hands, and then he's going to play it. And then he's going to pass the turn. So it will go on to this player's turn. Untap and draw. Now he's the biggest threat. He's just going to... He doesn't really have a lot of good stuff in his hand. His hand's actually pretty bad. He's just going to play these 2. Tap out. 7 total. So goes up like this. 12, 18, 23. Plus that. And plus that. Because it taps for that. So now it's 6 times 4 is 24, 28. Right? Yeah, 28. So not there yet. I think for now he's just going to pass. He's gonna use this to start chump blocking. Or you know what? It doesn't have vigilance. That worries him. He's gonna pass. So this guy has no cards in hand. Great. So untap, draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's just gonna play his he's gonna play his commander again. And then he's going to pass. I think the Legends guy may have it here. So, untap. Now, I'm just going to say the Legend guy knows what he's up to. He's just going to make a bunch of tokens to block. So, the Legends guy can't actually really do anything about it. But I think he did just draw an answer. So, what's going to happen is he's going to go to combat. And he's actually going to swing everything at the energy player. The energy player is kind of pressured, so I think what they're going to do is he's going to have this block here, and he's going to make 3, 1, 1, so 3 times 3 is 9, so he'll use some energy and pump block each of them. But before damage, what the guy's going to do is play Heroic Intervention, just so they don't die. He's going to do a second combat and attack the same way again. He's like, I'll use 9 more, so 7, 10. Block the same way. Then he's going to go to second main. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 will go to his hand. This will go to the bottom. And then for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has enough for both. He's just going to play both of these creatures and pass. Oh, he had more than enough. And yeah, so the energy player had to use a lot of his energy. So that's not good. That's why he did it. So that way he doesn't go off with this, or we would have had to been pressured. His hand's still pretty bad. So he's just going to play these 2 creatures and get 6 energy back and pass. Plus 2. So it goes to that much. So then it's the life gain player's turn. He doesn't really have anything either. So untap, draw. Oh, this might help. He's going to play this dragon, so no more responding. And then for 2, he's going to play Infernal Grasp, attempting to destroy Aurelia. That resolves. He does lose 2 life for doing that, which for his deck is actually a good thing. Die Trigger. What will he like to bring back? He's going to bring back this. When it enters, gets another token that, when that enters, deals 2. Killing the thief. He's still a little worried, but I think what he's going to do, he doesn't have any reach, so 3 in the air to him. He's going to take it, go down to 29. He's going to go back to 29. Oh, yeah, 29. Gains 3, goes to 42. And then, end of turn, this dragon's going to get 3 counters. So it's now an 8-10. So it'll be harder to get through to him. So then, untap. At this point, he just wants to take someone out. Draw. Surveil. Let's say top. Sorry, not Surveil, Scry. Combat. Let's just say all except the commander going his way. So off of attacks, or that one is trample, so that doesn't matter. So he's probably going to block the 7/6 trample guy with this. He's going to block the 2/2 with that. And then he's going to use 9, so 7, 2 more. So make a chump blocker for each of them. So this will die, these will trade, but then die trigger, or die triggers on the stack, so I guess he's going to use 4 energy to kill that. So both of these die trigger, so off of this one dying, he's going to bring back Aurelia. And off of the other one dying, he's going to bring back, doesn't have one, that means that condition that died at the right time. Well, yeah, so, because it was after blockers, actually, so he would technically be able to bring back Rada. And so, yep, that's fine, he's going to pass. So now, untap, draw, still no energy, but what he's going to do is for 2, he's going to cast Amper in response to his own ability. He's going to get 2 more energy. On cast, that's 2 more energy. Then when it enters, that's 2 more energy plus the ability. So let's see what he digs for. Yeah, he's going to do for 2 mana, get this artifact that says when a creature enters, you get another energy. So then he's going to, for 2, play this creature. So that's 2 more energy. And does he want to go to combat? I don't think he wants to go to combat, so he's just going to pass. So now, this is actually getting to be an intense game, like it's close. Untap, draw. He's going to play Swiftfoot Boots and put it on the dragon so he can't be targeted. He's going to swing both over there. So he's going to take 3, 11, go down to 18. He's going to gain 11, go to a lot. So he'll go to 53. And then end of turn, this is going to gain 11 counters, so it becomes a 19-21. So that's not good. So on to this guy's turn, untap, draw. What he's going to do is for 3, he's going to play Roko the Street Chef. Then he's going to go to combat, and he's going to swing all that way again on attack. This will enter, and he's going to attempt to... How big is that? 2, 3? Yeah, that won't work. He's going to blow up that guy. That resolves. He's going to... He doesn't really have good things to block, so he's probably just going to block that there, and then use 1, 2, 3, 9 more energy, go to 3, so he's almost out. To chump block all those, there's an extra combat. There's not enough. So he's just gonna swing again. This goes up, gets another one. He's gonna blow up that thing that blocked. And honestly, I think he's just gonna take it, or block the biggest and take the rest. So that's 6, 7, no 6. And then end of turn, Roko happens, they all exile the top card. Oh, he could also flash this in, it doesn't matter. So he gets more energy, and he actually is able to block both of those, so we'll just say he blocked them. So then, and he still has energy. He still has a lot of energy left because of that. 6, I think 6 plus 1 plus, yeah. So draw, he's going to play the land out from exile so he doesn't get the value. That's really all he could do. He'll just, oh wait, he'll replay his commander. That way he'll at least get 4 more energy. Plus the 1, so 5 energy. Then he's going to pass. So untap, draw, land, he is going to play the thing and then swing both at him. He dies. And then, so that he's gone and he scoops. So this player ended up winning just because, again, he drew the right card at the right time. If he didn't have a big enough blocker, these, of course, would have killed him. And so, yeah, give it to the life gain, that dragon player, and so he wins the game. Thanks for watching, guys. That's sort of a demo.